It is getting that time. It is coming soon. The return of One Time. And today on the Double RT Boxing Show, we're going to take a little time to discuss why the hate on One Time. Is it granted? Is it necessary? Keith Thurman still the one to beat in the welterweight division. That's what Mr.A thinks. Let's talk about it.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can hate him for not making that fight happen, but this is an unbiased show. We talk boxing. If it is just some missed details, the Double RT Boxing Show, Mr.A is here to help you because that's what we do. We talk that boxing, spit that fire on the internet, dragging on the net, hashtag dragging on the net. Follow me on at Twitter at RRTB Show. Double RT, the Double RT, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr.A. One time, Keith Thurman, still the WBA welterweight champ. That is the truth. And yet, he gets shitted on. Where did this come from? The guy got injured? Look at that. Look at that. That's legitimate. And then he goes and look at him. He goes and gets married. Beautiful wife. Look at him. When you go to another country and that is your wedding, your mind is on some free matter, fuck the world shit, man. Most people don't, they get all, stressed out about weddings. Look at Keith Thurman and his wife, man. Then some other. Then he went to her country, did her gimmick, got in her wardrobe. This dude is not caring about his feedback because he knows he is the truth. I know there's Errol Spence out there, but Keith Thurman, as always, he's believing in himself, believing in his plan, and he's not marching to the beat of his own drum. He's gliding, stroll walking to the rhythm of his flute. Now, we know, I could sit here and say, yes, Keith Thurman is hated because he's ducked Errol Spence. That's what everyone's saying. Oh, he's ducking Errol Spence. We'll get into that. We'll definitely get into that. But first, let's look at this dude's body of work. This dude, since 2012 to now, has 13 fights. Yes, towards the end of the years, he's been taking 1 fights a year, and they've been tough fights, top-notch fights. But from 2012 to here, he had 13 fights, all title fights. 2012, he takes on the WBO, NABO champion Carlos Quintana, stops him in 4, retires him. After that, he takes on Zavik, the Intercontinental WBO welterweight champion, decisions him. Always going up in competition. Always going up. He never took a step back from 2012. So let's just keep rolling with this. 2013 takes on the rugged, at that point, the rugged Diego Chavez, the interim WBA World Welterweight Champion. Like I said, every fight going up in competition for another higher belt. Stops Diego in a 10-round brawl. Stops him with a body shot. After that, takes on Julio Diaz. Retires him in 3. Really retires him. And then he takes on Leonard Bundu. And this is where it just starts to go to shit for Keith Thurman. Because he drops Leonard Bundu. And then he decides to, hey, I'm gonna box. You know, and the world just gave him shit because, hey, you call yourself one time. He tried to knock his ass out. He put him down. Bundu was 31-0 and 2 draws. So Keith Thurman just completely outboxed him, showed a whole new level of him. You know, the greats can flip it to any level to do whatever adjustments they need to win. But people didn't take kindly to that adjustment for Keith Thurman. And then after that, he goes up to a new level, another level. Robert Guerrero, premiering for PBC, setting records. Demolishes Robert Guerrero, 32-2, coming off the Floyd fight. Keith Thurman takes him out. Goes on to fight Luis Collazo, the game, the veteran, the hard-hitting Luis Collazo. You can say what you want. No one is just stepping in the ring to fight Luis Collazo because he's easy. You know, even now, where's he at? But no one wants to fight Luis Collazo. You know? And yes, Luis Collazo starts the rumors and starts, not the rumors, you know, starts the whole downfall of Keith Thurman. Can't take a body shot. So after he fights Luis Collazo, takes another hard fight, Sean Porter, and beats him. And I had him winning that fight pretty easily. Now, was it a whitewash of every round? No, it was a very competitive round. Very competitive rounds, but he beat him easily when you add up the points. You know? Now think about it. He didn't hold Sean Porter. He fought Sean Porter. He could have easily held Sean Porter and beat him easy just like Kell Brook did. But no, he didn't. He fought him fist to fist, feet work to feet work. Took a body shot, rocked Sean Porter. And then after that, he goes on and fights Danny Garcia, another champion, and he unifies him by beating the undefeated Danny Garcia. And then after that, you know, during the whole process of that build-up, you know, Floyd comes out and is like, hey, fight Errol Spence. You know, I'm going to retire my belts, and you and Errol Spence fight for a belt. And Keith Thurman's like, man, Floyd, you didn't want to fight me when I had my shot, when I was the interim WBA. You know, you didn't want to fight me, so why the fuck am I going to listen to you to tell me how to do my career? You know, so Keith Thurman wasn't. He's like, man, and we boxing fans and the boxing media, and they were, oh, Keith Thurman needs to fight Errol Spence. And at that time, Errol Spence didn't do nothing. Did he look the eyeball test? Yes, he did. Now, as Errol Spence was doing his thing, and Keith Thurman's like, the boy needs to just keep winning. The boy needs to keep winning, and Errol Spence kept winning. Why do we still hate on Keith Thurman? Because he told us straight to our faces, I'm not going to fight Errol Spence right now. That's my Super Bowl. You know, he's a champ. Let him keep winning. That's my Super Bowl. I'm going to do the whole NFL season, and then when I'm ready, when the Super Bowl comes, I'll fight him. Completely honest. It's okay to say, hey, that's not the answer we want, but the dude never lied to us. The dude never lied. He said, I'm not going to fight Errol Spence. I'm going to let it build up. And when it's ready, when it's a big-ass super fight, me and Errol Spence will fight. But until then, just keep doing your thing, Earl, and come see me when it's Super Bowl time. You know, and everyone's like, oh, why is he going to fight him after the Danny Garcia? Because remember, after Danny Garcia, he called out Manny Pacquiao, the WBO champion. Like I said, after he beat Sean Porter, after he beat Danny Garcia, he was trying to go for another belt. He was trying to go for the WBO. And then and Manny Pacquiao didn't want to unify with him. And so he goes and gets surgery, goes off and gets married, and everyone's like, oh, you can fight Manny Pacquiao, but you don't want to fight Keith. You don't want to fight Errol Spence. Blah blah blah. He's a man. That's my fucking Super Bowl. And like I said, he goes off, gets surgery, he heals, and marries this beautiful woman. So in 13 fights in a 5-year span, getting in a car wreck, taking these elbow injuries, he finally lets his body rest. He comes back for a training camp, gets hurt again. Has to push back his August 4th. Now he's coming back in September. Why the hate on Keith Thurman? The guy never lied to us. He looked us dead in our face and said, "I will fight Errol Spence when the fight is super big. But don't worry, I will beat Errol Spence. I won't fight him, I will beat him." There's a lot of fighters out here just ducking and making all. Look at AJ and Wilder. Bullshit. Tyson Fury doing all this talking, bullshit. Keith Thurman respects the game. We all know he's very knowledgeable during his interviews. He didn't lie to us. He's extremely knowledgeable about the world of boxing. He knows him and Errol Spence is this generation's mega fight. It's not Terrence Crawford. It's Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. And what Keith Thurman has smartly done in my book, he's given himself the villain role. When that fight comes around, so many people are going to buy that fight to see Errol Spence beat Keith Thurman. More people are going to buy that fight now than they would have bought it before to see a good fight. Now they want to say, fuck Keith Thurman. That motherfucker been ducking and hiding and running like a little bitch. Errol Spence, go knock his ass out. So many more people are going to buy that fight. So Keith Thurman is the genius that he is. He knows how to play the business. Knows how to fucking fight like an elite champion that he is. Like I said, until he's dethroned, he is the man to beat at the welterweight division. One time is coming back, and soon will be his time again. Thank you for your time and support. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. You can follow me on the Twitter at RRTB Show. #Dragon on the Net. The return of One Time coming soon.